as I am and walk the street with my hair down, so. What shall we do tomorrow? What shall we ever do? The hot water at 10, and if it rains, a closed card at 4, and we shall play a game of chess, pressing lidless eyes and waiting for a knock upon the door.
When Lil's husband got demobbed, I said, I didn't mince my words. I said to her myself, hurry up, please, it's time. Now Albert's coming back. Make yourself a bit smart. He'll want to know what you've done with that money he gave you to get yourself some teeth. He did. I was there. You have them all out, Lil, and get a nice set, he said. I swear I can't bear to look at you. And no more can't I said. And think of poor Albert. He's been in the army 4 years. He wants a good time. And if you don't give it him, there's others will, I said. Oh, is there, she said. Something of that, I said. Then I'll know who to thank, she said, and give me a straight look. Hurry up, please, it's time. If you don't like it, you can get on with it, I said. Others can pick and choose if you can't. But if Albert makes off, it won't be for lack of telling. You ought to be ashamed, I said, to look so antique. And her only 31. I can't help it, she said, pulling a long face. It's them pills I took to bring it off, she said. She's had 5 already and nearly died of young George. The chemist said it would be all right, but I've never been the same. You are a proper fool, I said. Well, if Albert won't leave you alone, there it is, I said. What you get married for if you don't want children? Hurry up, please, it's time. Well, that Sunday, Albert was home, and they had a hot gammon, and they asked me into dinner to get the beauty of it hot. Hurry up, please, it's time. Hurry up, please, it's time. Good night, Bill. Good night, Lou. Good night, May. Good night. Ta-ta. Good night. Good night. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night.
Okay, I
The
think
river's 10.
we have time for only the first 2 sections. The second section is called A Game of Chess and ends with that conversation in the pub. And then third one is the fire sermon, I think. And then there is Death by Water. And then there is the final concluding section, which ends with Shanti, 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 the Sanskrit word for peace. So, and there are so many references, jazz, Shakespeare, those are the pearls that were his eyes, for example, comes from The Tempest. The first beginning section of the second part is really a parody of Antony and Cleopatra. One of the scenes, he's making fun of this ornate toilet of this woman, and of course he's trying to depict the meaninglessness and emptiness of lives of people around him. But it is how he does it, the form, the tone, the ambiguities, all the things that Eagleton points out that are involved here. He has managed to achieve something that is almost inachievable, and he has done it just by sheer brilliance and putting everything that he has learned, everything that was in his consciousness up to that time on paper, and working on it. An analogy in visual art would be with Picasso's Guernica, which I cannot show you, but there is a very good set by Simon Schama. He actually discusses 8 different works of art. One of those pieces is Guernica, and how Picasso all of a sudden got motivated, but he put everything that he had learned about Spanish art, especially Goya, and about Cubism, and all of his other many artistic talents and inspirations, all into this one huge canvas, and create what we would never have thought modern art, post-impressionist art, to be capable of creating. But he does it, and he does it at a time which was very difficult for him also personally, and also very difficult for Spain politically, and Europe politically. So times of great confusion are also times of great challenge, I think, for creative people. And our times I think, are very complicated. There are tragedies all around us, and you have to be a very lucky person not to have an uncomplicated personal life. So we have all those issues as well. The challenge is to create something out of this whole mess. And human rights, I think, is one field where you can bring so many things together and do it so creatively. And the task, indeed, is very urgent, or I should say there are many tasks, and each one of them claims our urgent attention. And so I hope this course will help us to make some headway towards all these challenges that we have. They are all ultimately invitations for us to become more creative. And that's what I hope we will do together. Thank you.